Hi, it's Raphael here. We'll get to the second video in the series in just a moment, but first I want to offer you a special gift just for showing up on this page. The second video in this series deals with the relationship between difficult emotions and negative life patterns. Because I'm passionate about helping you apply these principles to your life right away, I've developed a special worksheet on this topic. To download it, click the free PDF worksheet link below. You might want to pause the video right now and grab it before you forget. But it will also be here when the video finishes and anytime you return to this page. Okay, now on to video number 2. Hi, I'm Raphael Kushner. Welcome to part 2 of my 4-part mini course, The Hidden Power of Emotions. Emotions are at the center of every life endeavor. We're either running toward them or running away from them. And in environments where emotions are discouraged or denied, they only end up running the show ever more powerfully behind the scenes. In this course, I'm introducing you to a way of working with and actually understanding your emotions that has the potential to truly change your life, to bring you more peace, ease, fulfillment, joy, and success than you've ever imagined before. Part 2 is called, If You Don't Know When to Feel, You're Stuck. We'll get to that in a moment, but first, a quick review of the first video. In that video, I shared with you the ultimate purpose of emotions. Your emotions act as an inner compass. They guide you to understand how to respond to and move through the circumstances of your life in a way that is the most beneficial and meaningful for you. I also gave you a working definition of emotions that we're going to build on today. An emotion is a message from your mind sent to your physical body as a sensation. Okay, now in this video we're going to talk about what happens when that works well and what happens when it doesn't. So let's start with when it works well. The message is sent, and then the message is received. What that means, though, is particularly important. The message of the emotion is the feeling. It's not an interpretation. It's not information. It's not telling you what to do or how to do it at first. All that comes later. The message of the emotion when it arises is just what you're feeling in your body. So if you feel sad and your heart is breaking open, to feel that right there in your chest, that's receiving the message. If you feel scared and you have butterflies in your stomach, to bring your attention there and to feel those butterflies where they are in your body, that's receiving the message. Now, when you receive the message by feeling the sensation fully and sufficiently, the feeling dissipates. The message is sent and received, and there's no more reason in your system for the emotion to be present. So it departs and it leaves you in a present, open, and expanded state of being. That's the way it works when everything goes well. Now let's talk about when it doesn't. When an emotion is generated in your body and you can't or won't feel it, it doesn't go away. It stays there in your physical body, trying to get felt. It has a lot of ways to get your attention. One of them is stress, which can lead to illness. Another way is depression. But I want to talk to you about one particular way. I think of it as kind of diabolical that an unfelt emotion tries to get your attention. Its mission has changed. You wouldn't feel it, so now instead of saying feel me, it's saying notice me. I'm still here. And as a part of your unconscious, the way it does that is so debilitating for us is it acts as a magnet. It brings into your life people and situations that will cause you to feel that very same emotion that you couldn't or wouldn't in the first place. Take a moment to consider that. It's a big deal. What it means is that emotions that you haven't felt are underlying every negative pattern in your life. So when you can begin to identify, find, and feel those emotions, everything begins to change for the better. But let's talk a little bit more about what happens when that unconscious magnet is functioning. Say you have an early life history of rejection, and you try your best in every relationship not to get rejected. Lo and behold, it keeps happening over and over, even though you're trying so hard to avoid it. Some people say, I've really only had one relationship in my life. The faces change, but the dynamic remains the same. That's the hallmark of resisted emotion. Or it could happen at work. You feel like you're never valued for your contributions. You feel insignificant, diminished, over and over. Again, what that tells you is that you have a reservoir of unfelt feeling around diminishment, around insignificance inside of you, still waiting to be met and felt. It happens around money. It happens around health and weight. It happens especially around addiction and compulsions. And even if you don't have an addiction, we all have compulsions. And the underlying cause of those compulsions is unfelt emotion. So, when you can't or won't feel an emotion, your life is then run by your resistance to that emotion. You don't make choices that are in your highest or best good. You make choices that are about not having that feeling. That is the opposite of freedom. Freedom is being able to say, I can and will feel all the emotions that move through me, the enjoyable ones and the uncomfortable ones, so that I'm free to see the situations before me clearly, make the choices and behaviors that are in my highest good. I'm going to start sharing with you exactly how to approach that kind of revolutionary freedom in relation to your emotions in the next video in the series. But the key to that video is that I'm going to talk to you about how not feeling our most challenging emotions is actually built into us. And I'm going to give you the key to fixing that problem. I want to remind you that at the very end of our 4 videos, I'm going to share with you a special premium. It's yours, absolutely free, just for taking this journey with me. I want to thank you for being with me for part 2, and I look forward to seeing you again real soon in part 3.